A couple of weeks ago, I showed you guys how I transformed my cousin Mikayla's closet into an office space, and that is because today I will be showing you how we are transforming her office/guest bedroom into an actual functional space for her to run her entire business essentially out of. Let me break down a couple of things before we get started. Number one, when Mikayla and I first spoke about this space, we were trying to incorporate a TV and a TV console into the design. You will see us completely switch up the design of the room once we realize that was a no-go. Number two is Mikayla is a badass mama blogger and also social media influencer extraordinaire. So this is where she's going to be creating the majority of her content. So when she walks in, the idea of the room is that it is aesthetically pleasing from no matter what angle she needs to shoot at. A tip that you will see later why I'm giving you now is because I think the first thing you need to do in a room makeover is measure. Grab a measuring tape, measure the windows, measure anything you want to keep in there. Make sure you're keeping in mind of the measurements of the floor and the walls, so that way when you go to purchase items, you know they're going to fit in the space. I am a pen and paper girl. I put all my projects in this notebook. I know that you can do it on an iPad, but it's just not how I like to roll. So you'll see that notebook actually in basically every single makeover. After I measure, I like to take everything out of the room that I do not plan on being in there to get a better lay of the land. The thing that you see me carrying out now is actually two different desktops from IKEA, and she will be using those in the garage for the playroom/man cave. In the description box down below, I will be linking what I can and then letting you know what I owned previously and what Mikayla has owned previously for this room. I moved the couch to be underneath the window, and then I've never opened up this sleeper, and Mikayla actually partnered with Apartment 2B prior to me doing this office makeover, so I'll leave her link to this couch down below for you if you're interested. I was happy that I decided to open this up because in my head I wanted to put another chair in here for Mikayla when we were thinking about putting the TV in the console, but it's just not going to be functional. They would have to take that furniture out of the room in order for their guests to open the couch all the way. So I'm thinking just two little small tables that I actually have owned in my office that would be in better use here. As far as the room's painting goes, she says she just wants to do the pure ultra white by Behr, which is the tried and true, just to brighten the space up because the space does not get a lot of light. So she's gonna handle that off camera because I don't need to be there for that. You guys have seen me paint 1,000,001 rooms by now. I'm gonna save myself a little time, and we're gonna go to IKEA right before it closes right now to do a little TV console hack, if you will. Not even a hack, but we're just gonna spruce it up to make it look not so much like IKEA. No, false information. We didn't go to IKEA because your girl didn't want a public. I was not feeling it that day, so I waited till last minute. So scratch the IKEA run from that clip before, but there was no other transition for that one, so there you got it. Okay, you guys know the deal. HelloFresh and I have partnered up for quite some time now. So it's really nice to come home. Oh my God, I'm trying to carry the box with one hand. It's really nice to come home after a long day of, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. Hold please. What I was trying to say is that today's episode is sponsored by HelloFresh. They have been sponsoring your girl for quite some time, consistently now, and it is pretty insane to have a partnership with a service that I truly do love. This office makeover would not be possible because I was running on basically fumes the entire time because I just get to a point where I'm so busy I don't eat, but it's nice when I come home because they just cut out the stress of everything because I can legitimately cook a home-cooked meal in 30 minutes or less. Now you can get quick recipes, and those you can cook in 20 minutes. Oh, nice of you to join me. Cue the aggressive dog entry from the doggy door. As I was saying before Callie interrupted coming through the doggy door like that, you can break out of your dinner rut with HelloFresh's 22 plus seasonal chef curated recipes each week. And there's something for everyone, including low calorie, vegetarian, and family friendly recipes that you can choose from. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients mean that there's less prep for you and less food waste, and I love the fact that they walk you through absolutely everything, even telling you what you need to bust out. HelloFresh is America's best value meal kit, and it is now from $5.66 per serving. You can actually go to HelloFresh.com and use code 10METS during HelloFresh's New Year sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. HelloFresh comes in clutch for me when Paul is out of town because when I make dinner for two, I get to save the other one and basically like meal prep for myself each night. Again, if you want to try out HelloFresh, you can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 10METS during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. And Callie's trying to get up on my steak bowl. Absolutely not. The next day was all about shopping with Mikayla and making a plan. Just got to Mikayla's. Gonna see if this rug and the coffee table that I have goes with the space before we go shopping to see if we can save some money. Much brighter. Wow. I am loving so far like the color combination of the orange tones, like the warmer tones with the green and the white and the black, and it just got me really excited when I put the rug and the coffee tables down to know that we're saving a little bit of money there since I already had those on hand. It's called Universal Home Consignment. Oh, no. Rachel Metz, get your together. Mikayla got a really amazing gold mirror that we're about to look at. Well, me for the first time. But now I think I might get, oh my God, is that, oh, I can't with this.
Is it cute?
That is really gorgeous. Oh my God, with the shelf underneath?
Yeah, perfect.
We're gonna go to IKEA, go to Home Depot, head to Mikayla's, and literally do this room in a day. IKEA had a ton of items that were perfect for the space, so I'm excited that I went before coming over. I found a light fixture that I think will work for the space. Again, I've linked everything that I can down below for you. And basically the next couple of hours was me just building all the IKEA stuff. As soon as I built the console table, I knew it was way too big for the space, and this is where I had a little bit of interior design deflation. Not that I can't just go out and get a smaller console, but because you just think you can dial a room in, right? And then you purchase something, and I said earlier, measure the space, and it just kind of hit me like, what are you doing? Like, I got imposter syndrome right here because I'm like, how did you mess up this bad? And the whole design of the room was a little bit off because I was rearranging it, and Mikayla likes the couch under the window, and I was trying to make this console work, but it just did not fit. I showed Mikayla the layout of the room that I had just before I showed you this gold mirror frame, and she was not a fan. So I moved the couch back underneath the window and tried to make this gold mirror work. She wanted it on a shelf, so I hung it up first to see how high it needed to go and then what type of shelving situation I would need for that. But then Mikayla walked in and literally solved all my stress and problems.
What if, instead of doing the TV in this right now, what if we just put the gold clothes rack right here, hung some artwork, put the boxes on the clothes, it's like super cute. And then if we really want to add the TV to here, which...
It's like at the end of the day, you're not gonna want the TV in here.
Right.
We just switched the game plan up. You're gonna see this completely do a little bit of a 180 of how it's set up. Is that the right degrees? I don't know. I would be lying if I didn't say I wasn't stressed. I'm not stressed because I don't think the room's gonna get done. I'm stressed because I get irritated when things don't work out when we do plan and prep. So it sucks that I built the console, but you can easily take it apart, easily return it. It's just obviously not what everybody wants to do. So now we're gonna put a wardrobe rack. Hey guys. So we're reassessing the room.
Let's do this.
Mikayla promised me because also the curtain rod she ordered was smaller than the window. So
okay, who measures things before buying them?
She didn't measure this, and it's also big. So I do think that this is gonna have to go in there, right?
This looks amazing.
Or no? Let's see.
Do you love it? And these, they're individual, so you can click off one and keep one on, and they move 360.
You gotta flex. There's electricity behind you. Once Mikayla was completely happy with the layout of the room, I needed to reassess and like just gather my brain for a bit and come back the next day to do the final touches. I didn't really do too much after this right here because I wanted her to pull a couple of items for me to style and stage out the room completely. So when she sees it next, it's just like, oh, like voila, the grand reveal. This is why I love Mikayla's style so much because there's colorways that I would never execute on my own in my own house. You know, I would be a little bit too nervous, but she got these orange curtains. I put them up and it just added so much personality to the space. I also hung a couple of fake plants. That way she doesn't have to worry about watering those ones. And then I added her hats above the wardrobe rack to make it kind of like her styling wall. Then she pulled a couple of items that she thought would look aesthetically pleasing hanging up and styled on this wardrobe rack. So I just hung those right there for her, like this sassy little animal print and these black and white booties that are gonna accent the black and white throughout the room, obviously. Mikayla wanted a shelf underneath this mirror for her product that she's currently using, and just again another moment for her to style whatever she needs to for her content. This is all about making it very easy for her to execute any type of business she needs to do in here. I started pulling those warm tones throughout the room with accent pillows and throws. Because of the gold mirror, I use gold accents as well throughout the space to make it very balanced. I wanted to style it as if it was being used, so when she walked in, she can see how functional everything is. It doesn't look so. I'm gonna cry. Sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. I'm like so happy for you to have your own space. Ew. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew, why am I crying? What do you think? Why am I crying?
You know how much I talk and I haven't said a word. Oh my god.
It's like officially a U space and fully functional.
And this is like so me. Is it not?
It's so you.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to see?
No babies allowed.
Okay, I need to take some pictures.
I was really taken back by Mikayla's reaction. I didn't realize I was gonna cry. I feel kind of lame, but it's because we designed this room together and she doesn't necessarily know how to do it. She knows exactly what she's thinking. So for her to come up with like a problem solving solution with that console moving out and making this wall moment for her, and then for her to be able to actually walk into it just being done because I was able to do it for her, it just made it feel very special. Can't wait to see the content that Mikayla creates in this room and just the overall feeling she's going to have knowing she has the room just for her business, all in one place, not scattered throughout the house amongst the rest of the family's items. It's just like her zone to be productive and start to really build her empire. Mikayla's friend just opened up a store where she's selling pampas grass. So right there in that blank wall, when she receives it, that's where it's going to go. And it's just like that tall, really floofy, like beigey grass. It's beautiful and it'll add a lot of texture right there without taking up too much space. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeover. I know it wasn't necessarily like building or reno or demo, but this is a makeover that any of you guys can do. And hopefully, I don't know who follows me, maybe other social media influencers or bloggers that are looking to create a space like this. I hope it inspires you to do so. Thank you so much once again to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. I will see you very soon for another DIY.